Welcome back to Oscar Pick'em. We know that 2026 was a hellish nightmare of a year, but you know what the one part of 2026 that didn't suck? The movies. We actually have a great year for movies. We have a good year for Oscars. For the most part, there's a couple things that I want to talk about, but I'm very excited to do our usual Oscar Pick'em game. This is my favorite episode of the year, I think. I always have a ton of fun doing this. And the Oscars are my favorite day of the year, so I'm very excited about this. Awards don't matter, but they're fun to pretend they matter.
They matter to me.
There is a financial, actual career thing for a couple of categories that does matter. However, they don't really matter past that. Past who wins the best director Oscar gets to get a free movie after that.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. Anyway, should we talk anything before we get into the specific rules of the game, or
Nope.
Or cool. We'll get to my few snubs.
Rule me up, baby.
All right, so we don't play traditional Oscar Pick'em where you just get one pick. We do a bit more of a point system. It makes it a little more interesting, adds a little more strategy to it.
Yeah.
So, as an example, I'm just going to use costume design. So for any given category, costume design being this one, you get 3 total points. You can put all 3 points on one, or you can split those points between 2 nominees for a 2-point pick and a 1-point pick. This again gives more strategy. So in costume design, the top 2 on my list are Avatar, Fire and Ash, and Frankenstein. If I put all 3 on Avatar, I put all 3 on Avatar, or I can split and put 2 on Avatar, 1 on Frankenstein, or 1 on Frankenstein, 2 on whatever. You get some lateral movement here, which is always fun. Yeah. And we also have a wild card. One wild card that we both have to agree is a wild card to be placed in any category we want. And then the other thing is we don't do live action short film, documentary feature, documentary short, or animated short film. We should do those, but they're never released in a way that makes them easy to find. So it's always harder to keep up with those. They'll do those packages, but they're like a day. Yes. And then they're gone, and so it's so hard to get in and make sure. Anyway, so that's the game. We play pretty strictly where once we establish our picks after this recording, those are our picks with the exception of, and we need to clarify this really quickly, with the exception of we can move one pick. And I think that pick is we can split a 3-point pick, right? Yeah. Or flip a 2-point pick. We can't turn a 2-point pick into a 3-point pick, right?
Right.
So that's what we can do. So we have a couple options on one category that has to be put into our spreadsheet before the actual Academy Awards start.
Yeah.
We have a ton of fun of this. I am the current reigning champion. We're going to see if that changes.
2 times in a row,
I think I'm on a 2 or 3 streak. I feel less confident this year than I have in past years.
I felt confident the last couple of years, and so now I'm just like, it is what it is, partner. I have my picks. I feel my ways about them. We'll see.
All this does is make the actual show a lot of fun to keep track of the points and get excited about stuff. This is all this is.
It makes us a little bit more invested in some of the categories that maybe we would not have been as invested in, Correct. And the thing I also want to say is this award season started for me super easy. I was super confident in specifically all the acting categories where I was like, yeah, these are going to be the winners. And let me tell you, has a lot changed. There is one category in specific that I have truly no idea.
Not a singular clue. I just threw a dart at a wall, basically.
I do my research. We've discussed previously how I do my research. Mm-hmm. Everybody disagrees. Nobody agrees on what that's going to be. So that'll be fun.
Yep.
When do we get to that?
We're going to get to that. It's going to be a weird year. This is definitely a year where I also think the campaigning side of it really mattered in a lot of categories. Anyway, let's just go ahead and jump in. Yes. We are going to start with makeup and hairstyle. The nominees. Yeah, the nominees are Frankenstein, Kokuho. I don't know if that's how to pronounce that. I have not seen that film. Sinners, The Smashing Machine, and The Ugly Stepsister. Shane, what are you doing? How are you splitting your points? How are you doing this?
It's Frankenstein with a bullet, no split. Frankenstein, baby.
That is also mine. I will say that like Sinners also deserving of this award if it were to go to another one of these movies. And The Ugly Stepsister also is really great like practical effects and hair and makeup stuff. So Sinners or Frankenstein or The Ugly Stepsister I'd be very happy with. Yeah. However, I think Frankenstein is going to take this one, so I'm putting all 3 points on that.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, production design. The nominees are Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, or Sinners. I am similarly going Frankenstein with this one as my 3-point pick. That's what I got.
It's Frankenstein with a bullet, no split, baby.
And again, Sinners would be very deserving of this.
Yeah.
All right, moving right along to sound. The nominees are, which this is, by the way, sound, I always forget, got mixed into one, not 2 Oscars anymore.
Yeah, it's no longer sound editing or sound mixing. It is now just sound.
Just sound. Okay, so F1.
Because all the stupid people watching were like, I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah. It always made me laugh when I had to explain it to the same people every single year.
Yeah.
F1, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, or Surratt. What do you got, Shane?
I've got F1 for this one, baby, with a bullet, no split.
Similarly, I have F1 with no split. This is going to be really interesting as we get into some of these bigger categories where we may have some splits.
Yeah.
Or may not, and it's going to make it very fun. Okay. Visual effects. The nominees are Avatar, Fire and Ash, F1, Jurassic World Rebirth, The Lost Bus, and Sinners.
Do you want to say it at the same time?
Same time.
Avatar, Fire and Ash. With a bullet, no split.
That I believe Avatar won, and then also The Way of Water. I'm curious if this is the first, will be the first three-peat for VFX of any movie franchise.
I wonder.
It's gotta be, right?
Would the Star Warses not have?
That is a great question. We'll have to look into that.
That would be the question for me, if whether or not the Star Warses would have gotten that.
Yeah.
One.
Okay. Next up is film editing. The nominees are F1, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. What do you got?
I got One Battle After Another, no split, with a bullet.
The exact same for me. This is going to be a really weird year, my guy.
Yeah.
Pausing quickly, did you take any risks, like any wild out there shots on your picks, or did you play it somewhat safe on everything?
I did not split a single thing.
Fascinating. Okay.
Did not split a single thing. I said, I'm putting I'm going all in, baby.
Yeah. That may be where I get bit in the ass. I split a couple of things because I have no fucking clue on a couple of these categories.
There's a couple that will bite me hard if I don't get right.
All right. Let's do next costume design. Avatar, Fire and Ash, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, and Sinners. I have Frankenstein. Do you not?
Frankenstein with a bullet.
Yeah, there we go.
Splits.
Frankenstein has been, for as much as it was like kind of a weird critical reaction at the beginning, has done very well in these kind of technical awards and is very favorited in pretty much all of them, with the exception of some of the like cinematography. It's not exactly a favorite, and a few others like that.
Yeah.
But a lot of the craftsman ones, it's really supposed to just kind of clean up in.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What do I want to throw out next? Let's do casting. So this is the first year for the casting Oscar. So there's absolutely zero precedent for how this works, for what exactly they're looking for.
Are there even other major award shows that do a casting award?
The closest I know of is an ensemble, and I think that's kind of
like
similar.
The Screen Actors. And BAFTA, do they do?
BAFTA, ensemble? I think, does it, and then the Emmys do it too, but that's television.
Yeah.
So the casting one is very kind of shot in the dark. Like, for example, there are 4 people nominated for Oscars from the movie Sentimental Value. Sentimental Value did not get a casting nomination. It's like, if that's not the criteria, what's the criteria? Yeah. Very weird, very strange. But the nominations are Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, and Sinners. I have Sinners. I have Sinners all the way. I think it's going to win.
Sinners with a bullet. Yeah. No splits.
fantastic.
So are we completely the exact same?
Oh,
so far
we are 100% the exact same. There's not a single difference. Now you didn't split, so we will be hitting a point where
things will split.
This becomes a very different conversation. Yeah. Okay, I want to do not original music. I want to do original song. Best original song, and I can't find it on my stupid ballot. All right. So music, original song. The nominations are Dear Me, Diane Warren, Relentless, Golden, K-Pop Demon Hunters, I Lied to You, Sinners, Sweet Dreams of Joy, Viva Verde, Train Dreams. This is maybe the most, like, there's
clinched.
One winner, I think. Like, outside of one other category, I think this is the most
Train
clinched.
Dreams, baby.
No, it's Golden, K-Pop Demon Hunter. Now,
with
however,
a bullet, no splits.
This is another one where I'd be very happy when that wins, but I would also love it to death if I Lied to You from Sinners wins, because fuck, like, so good.
Yeah.
Okay, now keeping in the music theme, music original score. Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Sinners. Question mark for you. How many of these movies have you seen? We haven't talked about this. Have you played any Oscars catch up?
I have not. I have seen very few of these in a way that I'm ashamed of.
You've seen Frankenstein and you've seen Sinners.
Yes.
That's it, right?
Pretty much. I've been bad this year.
All right. You got a couple weeks, man. Play a little Oscar catch up. It'd be fun. Okay, what do you have?
It won't change my votes.
It won't, because we're doing this early.
For original score, the Oscars love Ludwig.
They love it. He has 2 already, right?
Yeah.
It's
Sinners. It's Sinners.
And
with a bullet.
Profoundly well deserved. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very excited about him winning another one and becoming a. No, he didn't win last year. Who won last year? What won? I can't remember what won last year.
I've slept since then.
Bad Oscar fan, I guess I am. Okay, let's do international feature. We debated on whether or not we should do this because, again, we live in America where these are not always easy to find.
Yeah.
I just went with the favorite, and it's also the only one I have seen, and I went with sentimental value for 3.
Yeah. I know Secret Agent is supposed to be great, and
Secret Agent has
the other pick, but
at the beginning of the award season, I really thought Secret Agent was like actually kind of a sneaky win for Best Picture. That has lowered a little bit, as it has not won much since the Golden Globes, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm doing sentimental value for 3 points. By the way,
sentimental value,
great movie. Sentimental Value is a very good movie.
With a bullet. No splits.
With the biggest bullet, no splits. Okay, animated feature film. This is one of the weirdest crops of nominations. It's Arco. I don't know Arco. Thank you. Elio, K-Pop Demon Hunters, Little Amelie, and the character of Rain, and Zootopia 2.
Yeah.
K-Pop Demon Hunters is so profoundly going to win this.
With a bullet, no splits.
Like 3 points there. Okay, let me see. Let's go with cinematography. This is Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Train Dreams.
I think this is one of the few races that we've discussed to this point. This is one of the few races that I think like it could go a couple ways.
Yeah.
I originally had one and moved it. My first pick, my only pick, with a bullet, no splits, Sinners.
Oh, dude. Okay, so my heart in every conceivable way says Sinners. Yeah. It has the really big 70 millimeter narrative.
Yeah.
It is the first woman of color ever nominated for this award. It looks unbelievably good. It's playing with ratio and all these things in such a great, spectacular way. I want it to win so bad. However, I still am in the how cool are the Oscars actually?
Right.
Because I worry people are like, well, there's a vampire and there's this CGI gloop on my screen, so it's not gonna. So I am splitting this one. And I am splitting it against my heart. And by the way, a lot of these things can also be said about One Battle After Another. It used the VistaVision. The special features were shot on 16 millimeter. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah,
That's dope as hell.
There's a whole story about that, and I'll tell you really quickly. The standard edition 4K of that movie came out with 0 special features because they rushed it out for award season. So I had to pre-order and get lucky that I could get the 4K Steelbook that will have like an hour-long making-of doc on it. But again, shot on film, which is super cool. Yeah. I just wish the standard edition also had that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I am splitting. Sure. I am going 2 points as our first diversion. I'm going 2 points, one battle after another. 1 point on Sinners. That could be legitimately a make or break for this entire thing. And by the way, I want Sinners to get it. I really do. Like, my heart wants Sinners to win that award. Because I think it would do a lot for not only women in that category. It'd be hard to debate she didn't deserve it, which I'm sure would happen because of how awards work. Yeah. But it would do a ton for women in that category. It would do a ton for horror, for being taken seriously, because we talk about it a lot. Where, like, Sinners is the most nominated movie of all time.
Yeah.
And it's not like a lot of other horror movies that have broken the mold, where they're like, well, it's really a psychological thriller. No, they're fucking vampires flying through the air and ripping out throats in this movie. This is a horror movie. Yeah. So I think a big win, like in a category like this, would do a lot for the genre that I love oh so much. I just don't know how cool the Oscars actually are.
For real.
And that worries me. Okay, let's get down to some writing awards. These, in my opinion, of all the non-acting categories, are the most like locked. Like, these are the ones that I don't think have changed the entire race.
Yeah.
So let's go with original screenplay first. The nominees are Blue Moon, It Was Just an Accident, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners. I got Sinners. I got Sinners all the way. Ryan Coogler. It's, if nothing, like the Big Picture has talked about this a lot. It's like, that's his chance to get on stage and give a speech. Yeah. And he's been so fun to listen to on all these award shows. Like, dude speaks from his heart, and he speaks so eloquently about like movies and what they mean to him in this movie in particular. So it's a great chance to get him on stage for something that he absolutely deserves. And they've been known to give genre movies writing awards more often. So it just feels like the one that they'll let Ryan Coogler have, even though I debate heavily the director one too, because man, he directed the hell out of that motion picture.
No kidding.
Okay. Writing adapted screenplay. The nominees are Begonia, Frankenstein.
Oh, wait, hold on. I didn't say Sinners.
Oh,
with
sorry.
A bullet,
yes.
No splits.
Yeah.
Come on.
There we go. My bad. Okay. Writing adapted screenplay is Begonia, Frankenstein, Hamnet, One Battle After Another, and Train Dreams. What do you got?
One Battle After Another.
Yep.
With a bullet, no splits.
Yep.
I mean, it's similar to what you said for Sinners. It's like it's
PTAs.
It's absolutely swept so far. I kind of doubt it's going to break that at this point.
Yeah. Like, I could see a world in which there is some kind of upset in this one.
Yeah. It always happens in the writing categories.
It does. There's always something weird in a writing category. However, I do think this is like really locked. And if I were to give it to somebody else, I will say at the end, because it might be one of your wild cards. I don't know. You want to do our actors, or do you want to do our director next?
Let's do actors.
Okay, actors. We are going to start in actor in a supporting role. And the nominees are Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another, Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein, Delroy Lindo for Sinners, Sean Penn, One Battle After Another, Stellan Skarsgård, Sentimental Value.
I thought
a teensy bit of category fraud here with Stellan. He is basically the lead of 50% of that movie.
I thought this category would be more evenly split than I think it is.
Yeah.
I think there's a front runner here, but I genuinely thought that like it would be a lot closer than I think it has been throughout the season so far.
Yeah.
But I do have Sean Penn with a bullet, no splits.
And Sean Penn is kind of a recent break into that lead, right? Like, because he wasn't winning for a little bit, and now he's won like 3 in a row. He's got a lot of momentum. Actors, especially of the voting generation, love Sean Penn. My heart says Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I think he's unbelievable in that movie in a way that he has not gotten the credit he deserves for.
Wholeheartedly agree.
The way he moves his body, where like everyone's talked about, it's where the limbs feel like they're from different bodies, like the creature would be, right? He just is emotional and empathetic and scary and all of the things. His performance is just unreal. However, I think Sean Penn has this one in the bag for One Battle After Another.
Does he stick a comb in his mouth like a fucking weirdo and comb his hair over?
Yeah, exactly.
No, he doesn't. And Sean Penn does.
The thing in this category that may happen, and I don't think it will happen, but yes, a vote could be split since there's two people from One Battle. I don't think that's going to happen, but Benicio is also a very well-liked actor, so like it could be like enough people split it that it goes to a different. That's not going to happen, but it's something to be aware of as the night goes on. Actually, this will probably be the first award they give out.
Yeah, probably.
They always start with these. Okay, actress in a supporting role. And I'm so sorry about names that I'm going to be bad with some of these names, but Elle Fanning for Sentimental Value, Inga Ibstadter Elias for Sentimental Value, Amy Madigan for Weapons, Wumi Masaku for Sinners, and Teyana Taylor for One Battle After Another. How do you have this one, or am I going first on this?
This one's the dartboard, baby.
Legitimate dartboard.
We have reached the dartboard.
Yeah. And by the way, before you say this, sorry, I want to say this was one of the ones that I was at the beginning of award season. I was like, this is one of the most locked categories. Teyana Taylor has all the heat coming into award season for this, and every single one of these people have like won at a different place.
Yeah,
it's so confusing. It's so strange.
Yeah,
I kind of am obsessed with it. What do you have? What are you going all in on?
I've got Amy Madigan.
Okay.
For Weapons, baby. With a bullet, no splits. Crazy. Would not have expected that to say those words at the beginning of the year.
No.
That an actress from the movie Sinners would be my supporting actress pick. But
you mean the movie Weapons? You said Sinners.
Did I say Sinners? I meant Weapons. Thank you. Different word ending with the letter S.
Yeah. I'm going to split this, and this is a bad idea from a points standpoint. But I am going to give 2 points to Amy Madigan and 1 point to Teyana Taylor, because I do think there is a world in which One Battle kind of starts rolling away with a few things. And this would be, if it won 2 supporting Oscars, it would make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
And she is like the closest second favorite generally held by the betting places.
Yeah.
I am going to regret that, and I know I'm going to regret that, but if I don't, I will win. So
yeah, legit. Like,
cool. Okay, so now we have actor in a leading role. This is going to be a bit of a discussion, I think. Our nominees are Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners, and Wagner Moura for The Secret Agent. At the beginning of the award season, I would have said Wagner Moura is a much bigger threat than I think he ended up being.
Yeah.
He won early at the Globes, but the Globes are a lot more international in their voting pool. So anyway.
And they're fake.
And they're completely fake. Not to say his performance is bad. I mean, nothing. I haven't seen Secret Agent yet, but.
Absolutely no tea, no shade on Wagner Moura.
Who do you have in this one? Some very interesting developments very recently about this.
There definitely have been some interesting developments as of late. Some weird stories that have come out that have kind of nothing to do with the actors, kind of a lot to do with some of the actors.
Yeah.
It's been a weird. That being said, I think that the way that this person has run their campaign, or how the campaign has been run, has been really weird and really fascinating, and I think will play a big role. I think the actors like this actor, and usually this goes against the usual thought of how best actor noms or how best actor winners win, which is I heard it said on, I think it might have been The Big Picture, but it was the best actor is who you want to be, and Best Actress is Who You Want to Have Sex With or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is such a gross way of thinking
it's
about
disgusting.
it. But is like really accurate a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And this goes against that as well as it should. I'm going with Timothy Chalamet.
Okay.
I'm going Timmy with a bullet, no splits.
So I just want to give you my journey on this. I have seen I've seen all of these movies. I actually have only seen Sinners, One Battle, and Marty. I have not seen Blue Moon yet. I have not seen The Secret Agent. Coming into this, once these were announced, I openly said, this was my ranking. I thought it was going to be Leonardo DiCaprio is in the number one position. Then it was going to be Timothy Chalamet. Then it was going to be Ethan Hawke. Then Wagner Moura, and then Michael B. Jordan. I thought Michael B. Jordan was the very deserving fifth man, but they'll never give a genre movie an award like this. That was my full. That has shuffled and flipped and shifted in so many ways that I can't keep up anymore. You spoke about his awards trail being unique and weird. I think it is unique and weird, and I think it has kind of hurt him a little bit. I do. I think Timothy Chalamet, I think he has played the like athlete try hard guy a little too hard, and artists don't love that. I think it started when he won the SAG last year. And when you win the SAG as a best actor, there's about a 77% chance you will win the Academy Award. For that same category. He did not. And that was the beginning of his Marty Supreme press push, where he played the try-hard, where he played the guy that did it. I think there's a bit of he's going to have to wait for it.
Yeah.
That I don't necessarily agree with, because I would pick him. If I were an Oscar voter, I would vote for Timothy Chalamet. I think his performance in Marty Supreme is electric. I think it is unreal. However, I have a split here. I am going 2 points Michael B. Jordan, 1 point Timothy Chalamet. I think Michael B. Jordan has. Did you watch his acceptance speech at the SAGs, the Actor Awards? I'm sorry, they changed it for some unknown fucking reason. That room was electric. Like, that room blew the fuck up. People were rushing over to him, hugging him. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And again, I thought he was in last place in this. I thought they gave it to him because he's a well-liked actor who gave 2 very good performances in that one movie. So good so that I forgot there were not 2 Michael B. Jordans.
Damn, I forgot about that part of it.
And I don't know that an actor has ever won for playing twins. I am not positive. I am still splitting because I do think Timmy has all of those narratives. So it could go good or go bad. I have perceived it a little bit as going bad as he has started losing on this awards trail.
Yeah.
And this morning before, the morning of recording this was the day after the Actor Awards.
Yeah.
I was not going to put Michael B. Jordan. I was going to go flat out Timmy.
Yeah.
I was all in Timmy, but then I saw that room, and those are a lot of the same people who are voting for him at the next award show. I think he has had the ability, and Sinners has had the ability of continually becoming more popular as the award season has gone on. And I think Marty Supreme got hit with a pretty big controversy that doesn't have anything to do with Timothy Chalamet. The controversy has to do with Josh Safdie from an earlier movie. However, I don't think Marty Supreme is going to win a single Oscar.
Yeah.
That is another big part of it. I would be surprised if it only won for a major acting category. I'm going a split. I'm going 2 points Michael B. Jordan, 1 point Timothy Chalamet. And if you had asked me 24 hours ago from recording this, I would not have been saying that. However, sorry, I'm ranting. You're trying to say something. I just want one last thing. It is a very similar thing for me for not only representation of people of color, but also give it to a man who super deserves it. Give it to a longtime Hollywood movie star, one of, in my opinion, one of our few true movie stars left. And give it to him for playing twins, and also representation for horror movies. I think giving him Best Actor for this would be amazing. It's so well deserved, and I would love it desperately if Sinners took home more than just a couple. Like if it somehow started racking up some awards, it would mean a lot to me, because that movie is one that's meant a lot to me. I kept interrupting you. Take it away, Shane.
if there was one category that was going to get split between now and then, for me, it's this one. This is the one that if I make a change, it'll be this one. And it'll just be adding in Michael B. Jordan potentially as my splitting him to be my number 2 choice.
Yeah. Anything could happen between now and then. There could be a couple of small... I don't know when Oscar voting closes, but I know it opens shortly after the BAFTAs, like a day or two later. And so I don't know I don't know when it closes, how close to the award ceremony it closes. So there's potentially a lot of time left to campaign, potentially not a lot of time left to campaign. And I don't know that either of these 2 actors are shooting a movie actively, so they may be able to fully throw themselves into it. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so next category, actress in a leading role. The nominees are Jessica Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne for If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue, Renate Rainsby, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I love her desperately. She's great. For Sentimental Value, Emma Stone for Begonia. This is one where I think a snub happened. No hate on Kate Hudson. I think Kate Hudson is good in Song Sung Blue, but I really would have put Eva Victor for Sorry Baby in this category, or Chase Infinity for One Battle After Another. Yeah. I kind of thought Chase Infinity, like for a lot of the year, was going to be the person who won. Yeah, it was just like the front runner for the award, not even nominations. Yeah, and then she got left out, and I think a lot of that has to do with how young she is. It's her first like major movie. I think that has some to do with it. And then also, I'm putting all 3 on Jessie Buckley. This is maybe the most locked category of the year, maybe, right? Where it's like, if an upset happened here, I would my jaw would hit the floor. I would be so shocked. Yeah. And Jessie she's very Buckley, deserving. With a bullet, no splits. Yeah. However, I maybe would vote for Rose Byrne because I think Rose Byrne's performance is fucking psychotic and great. Yeah. In If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. That is a movie I will never watch again. Yes. I'm not normally like that. I love feel bad movies. I cannot watch that movie again. I won't do it. Yeah. It's great. I highly recommend you watch it. I can't do it. Okay. Director. Chloe Zhao for Hamnet. Josh Safdie, Marty Supreme. Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another, Joachim Trier for Sentimental Value, and Ryan Coogler for Sinners. Who do you have in this category? PTA with a bullet, no splits. It is PTA's year, I think, in every way. I think this is, not to diminish the movie when I say this, I think this is in a lot of ways his legacy award. However, it's also incredibly deserving because One Battle fucks. Like, it's so good. Like, Licorice Pizza it had its weird things, but like Licorice Pizza was really good in a way that like, it's just like this one, there is such it was like, wait, holy shit, he's making movies again. Yeah. Like, in a way that he had been like kind of quiet over the past like 10, 12, you know what I mean? He's throwing a bunch of movie stars in a ginormous epic. Yeah. And it turned out so incredibly well. I mean, there are things in this movie that I've never seen before. Yeah. Like, there's a chase sequence towards the end that is literally breathtaking. It's so good. And I love this. I know this one is a bit more controversial amongst some people who have like already started the Oscar smear campaign of it's not actually that good. Anytime. Yes, it is. It is that good. It's great. It's a great movie. One of the best movies of the year. In a year where I think I would have a hard time voting between 3 of these people. Purely based on the movies they made. Where like Ryan Coogler, unbelievably deserving. Sinners is so immaculately directed. Yeah. PTA for One Battle, and then Josh Safdie. Controversy aside, that aside, the directing in Marty Supreme is great. He handles a very big movie very deftly, and it's good. So anyway, PTA's got this. Yeah. PTA's winning this. All right, on to the big award of the night and what our thoughts and feelings are on this award. Best Picture. The nominees are Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, and Train Dreams. Are there any snubs? Yes, there are quite a few snubs. And I will be mean. I really like F1. I actually think F1 is a bucket of fun, a really cool movie. I would have nominated in its place. I would have nominated Sorry Baby. I would have nominated Wake Up Dead Man. And maybe 2 or 3 others like that. I just am shocked that it didn't get. I mean, even if I had Legs, I'd Kick You or something like that. Like I don't know. There's a lot of movies that I thought Weapons. I definitely would have nominated Weapons over F1. I understand why F1 is here. They needed the ginormous juggernaut populist movie, and the dad cinema movie. Like I get it. You're going to be able to play clips of Brad Pitt at the ceremony. It's going to be helpful.
Yeah.
I just think, Wake Up Dead Man, Sorry Baby, Weapons. Those were the ones that for me really should have been here instead of this.
Wake Up Dead Man, the fact that it got literally nothing is just heartbreaking to me.
Criminal.
That movie, let me put it this way. Sinners was, in my opinion, the best movie that came out last year. Now, I haven't seen One Battle After Another, so take that as so with that being said, in my opinion, Sinners was the best movie that came out last year, but Wake Up Dead Man was my favorite.
And
I
get
watched that movie 7 times in a month.
It's incredible. It's it's a mix of a warm blanket and also a gothic nightmare. Yes. I don't know how he did that.
So good. It's so good.
I profoundly love that one. I
wish that would have gotten anything in any category.
But for me, those, like I said, those are the big snubs. And we had a couple of snubs this year. I think specifically Chase Infinity not nominating.
That one feels like a big one.
That one feels like a how did this happen kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's a couple others I've been complaining about. It might have been one of those things
where everybody was like, all right, she's going to get, let me put some votes on some other people just to maybe get them on the list. Yeah. Obviously, Chase Infinity's going to be on the list. And
it helps that Kate Hudson is one of the most endearingly likable people in Hollywood and has a lot of friends. So she probably didn't even have to campaign that hard for people to be like, yeah, I love you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she is doing the big voice and the big performance and, Song Sung Blue is a great mom movie.
Hey, we got mom cinema and dad cinema, baby.
We got mom cinema and dad cinema represented all over here. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. What is your pick for Best Picture?
Before we do that, did you split on this?
I did not split on this.
Do you just want to say it at the same time then?
Maybe. I'm
one battle after another.
Okay. Yeah. I was very nervous we were going to have a real difference here. In my heart, I would give this to Sinners.
Yeah.
And that is coming from somebody that these two are duking it out in my heart for the best movie made in the whole year. Again, for the same as you, where Wake Up Dead Man's yours. Mine is Superman. Superman just meant a lot to me.
Oh yeah.
And it really was there for me in a time when I needed that movie. And I love Superman, and my journey with Superman's very weird and unique to me and how I perceive media and stuff. And so that movie meant a lot to me, but Sinners and One Battle After Another are the 2 best movies of the year. And the fact that you're making me choose between them hurts my feelings, Academy Awards.
Academy.
Yeah, why are you making my children fight? Anyway, so that's that. Those are our picks. Wild
card. Thank you. We were both struggling to find it.
I have 4 I want to run by you and one big question. I have four things I've been thinking about. A couple of them are I'm kind of cheating. And that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
One of them in particular. But before we get to that, I want to ask, no horror movie has ever won big. Is Sinners any category Sinners is in where it is not the number 1 or 2 favorite? So not picture, not actor, not cinematography. Does that count as a wild card?
Yeah, it depends on the category, but yeah.
Because it got 16 nominations. Not 16 nominations. It got 15 nominations. Tell me in the comments.
However nominated.
The most ever. So does that disqualify it on the other end where it's no, they've nominated it for all these things?
Look, it's not the front runner for for sound. So if it was sound, I would allow it.
Yeah. So
visual effects, I would allow it.
I'm going to throw my one by you first that I think is not going to work, and I'm not really going to argue for it working because I don't know.
Yeah.
Delroy Lindo winning for Best Supporting Actor. My reasoning for it in my thinking was his first nomination.
Yeah.
He was snubbed for Da 5 Bloods.
Yeah.
So he would get the legacy and the makeup Oscar. And it's a horror movie and, whatever. He is, I think, number 3 in the odds at the moment. And he has won a major award on this trail. That is why I am super okay if you're like, I don't think so.
I'm fine with it.
Okay. I'm not saying that's my pick. I want to run my other ones by you. Yeah. My other one for like my heart, because I think this is kind of an underseen movie, but The Ugly Stepsister in hair and makeup. Just really incredible craft there. I thought was brilliant and amazing. The other one was Hamnet for Best Picture. I thought Hamnet, it feels like such a Best Picture winning movie.
Yeah.
That I would think it's a lot of people's number 3. So if Sinners and One Battle split enough of the vote, and it's enough people's like number 3, it would end up sneaking in and winning. And then my other one is Inga Idstadter Ilias for Sentimental Value. I thought she was brilliant. That is a split category. I think I am going to go with Delroy Lindo.
Yeah.
I just think the Oscars love a legacy award.
They do.
Sean Penn has already won. Sean Penn's already won twice, I think. And then the other thing is, I also think if there's another legacy, Stellan Skarsgård has never won, and he's also in his 70s, and it's also his first nomination. So he not only is he battling out being in 3rd place, he's also battling out
all of the things you'd give it to Delroy Lindo for, you would also give it to Stellan Skarsgård for.
Exactly. I just think there's a little bit more of a makeup Oscar component also added for Delroy, in a more recent memory, and one that's a lot of people consider one of the biggest snubs of the last 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
So that'll be my wild card. Delroy Lindo. I think for a long time it was going to be Wagner Mara. I thought for sure he would be like in contention a little bit, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think Delroy's going to win. I'm all in on Sean Penn, and Stellan Skarsgård would be my other pick if I were to go with it. So I think Delroy. I like that. I would love to see Delroy Lindo win an Oscar. That'd be awesome.
For the list I'm looking at, Wagner Mora is more ahead than Delroy Lindo is. So like Delroy Lindo, I think is a good wild card pick.
Yeah, cool. Delroy Lindo, you're in. Wild card.
I have 2 options for you for my wild card. One we'll see, and then the other one I think I have no doubt you'll allow. For cinematography, my wild card would be Train Dreams. How do we?
Interesting. I don't see a reason why not, considering that movie's gorgeous and unique, but also I think Train Dreams has been a little forgotten in the race.
Yeah.
And it's only nominated for a few big things. Like it's literally like 2 or 3.
Depending on the list you look at, it's number 2.
Okay.
Depending on the list
Fascinating. You look at. Okay.
And then my other one would have been I Lied to You for Sinners Best Song.
Yeah.
That would have been my other one.
And for most of the year, I would have said that's an insane thing to say. That is going to be the winner. K-pop Demon Hunters is a juggernaut. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a juggernaut. I'm fine with either of those, whichever one you want. I think Train Dreams is fine because I fully expect it to be one of the other 2, even if they're not necessarily favorited.
Wild card, Train Dreams.
Train Dreams.
For
Has anyone ever gotten a wild card? I don't think any of us. Which one do you remember who it was?
It was like the first year we did a wild card, and it had something to do with Mad Max Fury Road. I can't remember which. Oh, I know it was Parasite for Best Picture.
That's right.
It was Parasite Best Picture.
Which in hindsight
was
some bullshit
so
that we did it
for y'all to allow me to do that.
However,
I wiped the floor with y'all that year.
However, the argument, like in a similar sense, could also be that like Sinners, because it's a horror movie and horror movies don't win Best Picture, even though it's like very much in second place.
Yeah.
Like I could make that argument for Sinners.
Yes.
I'm not going to, because I think we've become a lot stricter over the years. Since that I was like, we're not being as loosey-goosey with this anymore.
We got to lock this shit down, partner.
So yeah, those are our picks. Play along if you would like. I love our system. I love our like point system. It makes the game fun. Very fun.
Yeah. And some strategy outside of it just being a straight pick 'em.
Yeah, like I think because you didn't split, it makes it really interesting. If you miss one, you could still win. You know, like if you miss and it's my second pick,
make up some ground.
Yeah, there's still a lot for a lot of contention to be had. And again, we're very strict. We won't be switching anything. We get one switch, and it can either be to split or flip we can't unsplit a pick. It has to remain split, but we can flip our points on it. Anyway, the
only one that might happen to is actor for me.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the idea of just going, fuck it. Like,
it
is what it is, baby.
Part of me thought about calling an audible and going, fuck it on Michael for this, Michael B. Jordan. And just being like, let's play the difference game. I don't want to. I want to split it. I'm competitive.
Yeah.
I would like to stay in it a little bit if Timmy wins. And again, I would vote for Timmy. I think his performance was fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. That's been our Oscars picking game. Do we have a B segment this time or no?
Nope.
No B segment.
Unless you want to talk about something.
The Paramount deal is something we can mention.
Yep.
As just something that's horrible for Hollywood and the world.
Yeah.
Netflix backed out of the deal when Paramount shot up an insane bid. I am hoping the conspiracy theories that David Zaslav is just going to drag this out until they have to pay like a $7 billion fine, and then Warner Brothers just goes back to being Warner Brothers because there's no reason for the studio to sell. It makes me furious. I am deeply upset by it. It is what it is. There's nothing that can be changed. This is just terrible.
In similar news, Paramount is now working on another G.I. Joe reboot. Do you know there have been 3 G.I. Joe reboots made in the last like 10 or 15 years? I can't remember what the number is. Do you know how much money those have made combined?
Oh, I'm sure under $300 million. Well, maybe not, but what?
Oh, it's less than that. 17 million. Those 3 movies have made $17 million. And we want to reboot that franchise again?
That is the company we are giving.
These are the Ellisons. These are the decisions that they're making. This is how fucking stupid they are.
Not to evoke the name of Harry Potter, but all you stupid Potterheads out there, you're giving them Harry Potter. You're giving them the DC universe. You're giving them the Conjuring shit. You're giving them a million other things and franchises that you love, and they're just going to fuck all of them over so a couple people can get really fucking rich.
Yep.
That's it.
But
the only reason.
Are you thinking about the shareholders, Spencer?
I am. And
who's thinking about the shareholders? Because it doesn't sound like you are.
I hope a large boulder is thinking about the shareholders. God fucking damn it, dude! It sucks. This just sucks all around.
What do you call a busload of shareholders falling down a mountain? What do you call that?
A good fucking start, my guy.
A good start, baby.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
We need the guillotines. We need the guillotines. It's time.
Yeah, this sucks.
This sucks.
Anyway, that aside, do you have any recommendations?
Yes. We talked about it last time, but we talked about it before the last episode aired. Night of the Seven Kingdoms is...
Oh, we should do 5 minutes on this.
5 minutes on Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
On the last episode, yeah.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms, the entire first season, is one of my favorite television shows of all time.
That's not far-fetched to say at all.
It is front to back perfect.
Genuine, incredible 6 episodes of television.
Yeah, it's so fucking good. I love it
It's
so
good it made me want to rewatch Game of Thrones.
Dude, if that ain't the truth, I don't know what is.
Like I want to go back to Westeros already, baby.
Yeah.
Like,
and then you'll get to season 6 and start regretting it. And then
you're like,
season
damn it,
7,
I should just stop,
I
and then I can't because
Now
I'm
I'm
mean. I
depressed
just have
again.
to finish it. Yeah, now I'm sad. Then you watch Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah.
To like recover, and then you're like, I better watch House of the Dragon, and then you watch House of the Dragon and get depressed again, and then it's just a vicious fucking cycle. Like,
dude, it is a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
The 5th episode, sixth episode was perfect. Was such a good, incredible closing of the book on this season of television. What is there to say, man? Like, I love it so much. It's so good. That last shot genuinely had me in tears. And I never expected that from
this type of show. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my recommendation, if you don't have anything else.
I have some other things, but you go yours.
No, you recommend. Go.
Music. I listen to a lot of music. I've been listening to a band called Ambrosia recently. I think I've mentioned it to you specifically.
Yes.
I've been listening to a band called Ambrosia. They're a like late 70s, early 80s. They only put out like 4 albums or something like that. They were only active for so long. Like yacht rock or like kind of soft rock of that time period. Their first record is really good, man. Self-titled, Ambrosia, very good. And then I can't remember what their next record's called. Also has some really good, it's very 80s, like early 80s soft rock vibe. But if you're into that, it's good as hell. I have been listening to a ton of Hall & Oates as well. I don't know why. I just went hard 80s, 70s and 80s, like soft rock, yacht rock, whatever you want to call it. And dude, they have some bangers, man. And I'm not even talking about the hits. Like, I can't remember. There's one song. I'm so bad with song titles. Let me find the name of the song that I've been listening to most often. I just had it up and then I swiped away and then now I can't find it. What's the song I've been, I Can't Go For That. In parentheses, No Can Do by Hall & Oates is like, why is this not more that song feels like it is primed for a like TikTok upswing, like whatever, like all of those other 70s or 80s tracks that I don't know, or get really popular on TikTok. That one feels like it's primed for it. Hall & Oates have some bangers. And then I'd also like to recommend another artist. His name is George Benson. He had an incredibly interesting career because he started out making jazz. His first album is 1966 his record was called The George Benson Cookbook. And that is the best record name I've ever heard.
Fantastic.
Especially for jazz, because those cats were cooking.
Yeah.
And then in the like 70s and like early 80s, he made like a pretty hard pivot to like R&B, pop, soft rock, that kind of yacht rock kind of thing. He made a couple really popular like yacht rocky kind of tracks. Breezin' might be one that the world is more familiar with. But he had an incredibly weird and interesting career from that perspective. And that motherfucker's still making music. He put out a record in 2024. I'm like, he has had so much music throughout the years, and he's had like such an interesting trajectory throughout his career. He's made some really great stuff through it, and a lot of variety. His jazz is really good if you like jazz, and his like softer, more R&B pop stuff is also like really, really, really good. So highly recommend George Benson.
Fuck yeah. Recommendations from me. There's a movie called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Gore Verbinski movie.
Yep.
I really liked it. I think it's imperfect and it swings for the fences and it's really fun. I'm super into that one. If you can still find it in the theater, definitely worth seeing in a theater. It is a bucket of fun and a very cool movie. I also want to recommend, I rewatched The Boy and the Heron, and that movie rocks. The weird number of people who are like, to that movie, I will not ever understand. Weapons, I rewatched Weapons, and I really like Weapons. I want to just not recommend the Oscars and the Oscar movies. Like, look, the awards are silly and stupid, but it is a fun night to like just enjoy and celebrate art forms and movies you love, and like take a chance on a few movies, like specifically some of the international ones I haven't seen. I just need to watch. It's a good starting place if you're wanting to get into movies in a more serious way.
For real.
It's a very good like list of things where like these are voted on by people and they whatever. Anyway, recommend that. The other thing I recommend is our short film Garbage Night. You can find it on this YouTube page. You and I have been working on a bunch of projects to come soon. And so it made me want to go back and watch Garbage Night, and I rewatched it, and I still really like that short. Dude, it turned out so well.
We shot that shit in like 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
Edited it pretty quick. And man, that thing shreds, man.
Just turned out well. It's a cool little short. You can log it on Letterboxd. If you go and watch it, it is on Letterboxd. So it's like 2.5 minutes. We would really appreciate if you watched it and shared that. It's something we are both very proud of. And, we have some more stuff coming hopefully pretty soon that we're very excited about. And yeah, filmmaking is a huge part of both of our lives, and we want to start doing it more frequently. So
with that in mind, I've been working on I got kind of brought in on a fun project that's been going on. The series is called Fallout Lone Stars on Take One Improv, their channels, their various channels. I've been working on. I've only worked on the last few episodes, but go watch all of them. They're all super fun, and they're Fallout fan films. So if you're a fan of the Fallout universe, go get you some Fallout Lone Stars. There's some fun stuff in there, man. And I worked on some of them.
And he worked on some of them. Anyway, that's the recommendations. Those are the Oscar picks. Please play along. Please watch our short film Garbage Night, and Attic Box is also on this page.
Yeah.
And look out for all the stuff we have coming in the future. Watch Fallout Lone Star and
Lone Stars.
No, there's only one star. I've seen it.
There's the one.
There's the one star. I saw it.
Idiot.
No, watch Fallout Lone Stars. And yeah, just watch movies and love movies and share movies you love with your friends. Or don't. I don't know. Live your life.